All right, back on the air here on GJRB Online as we wrap up the Gary over the Positive Rock Show for today. Last half hour or so of the program as we'll close out the show and end it. And we'll do our weather on the fives for Clinton, Iowa right now, and then we'll play some more music, and then we'll do our shout-outs, our Spreaker shout-outs. We love doing those. Yeah. And let's do that. So we're going to get ready for that. And more great music coming up. But first, let's take a look at our weather on the fives for Clinton, Iowa. And take a look at that weather forecast. Beautiful day today. Absolutely incredible. We've had a fabulous sunshiny day today. Out and about and enjoying it. Blue sky, sunshine. Nice fall day here in Clinton, Iowa. It's not so bad. Not really that bad. And you know how that goes. We're just going to take a look at some of those areas around Louisiana and that. Let's check some areas like New Orleans and stuff like that because they're expecting what they call a typhoon. So we're going to take a look at New Orleans, Louisiana, and take a look at their weather because they're expecting like a typhoon here, man. Weather special tropical storm statement from them right now. So I'm going to take a look at that real quick. This was issued at 4:06 p.m. Eastern time today, 3:06 our time here Central. Potential tropical cyclone has developed. This is a tropical cyclone. 16 had developed over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. As the disturbance is expected to develop into the tropical and subtropical storm later on today and tonight. Changes in the watches and warnings. The tropical storm warning has been issued for Lower Jefferson, Lower, can't pronounce that, Plaquemines, and Lower St. Bernard. And I'll look at some of that. Tropical storm warning is in effect for Lower Jefferson, Lower area, St. Bernard. Storm information 620 miles southwest of New Orleans, or about 590 miles southwest of Grand Isle, Louisiana. And you heard earlier on the Weather Nation, they talked about this an hour ago. As about 10 hours a.m. CDT, or 1500 hours UTC, there was a disturbance centered near latitude 22.4 north, longitude 95.7 west. System is moving toward the north near 8 miles per hour, 13 kilometers toward the northeast. It is expected to be hitting this afternoon or tonight. So it could be hitting right now in the northwestward motion. And this is fast forward speed is expected on Friday and Saturday on the forward track. The system will approach the northern Gulf Coast Friday and Friday night. Maximum sustained winds near 35 miles per hour with higher gusts, and that disturbance is expected to develop into the tropical and subtropical storm later today and tonight. So if you're in those areas, like especially New Orleans, Louisiana, please indeed be careful, because this is nothing I don't think you should take very lightly. Right now, 67 degrees in New Orleans. Right now, feels that way. Winds are coming out of the northwest at 2 miles per hour right now. Barometric pressure 29.83 inches of mercury. 10-mile visibility. Right now, it's partly cloudy there. 54 degrees on the dew point. You have 62% relative humidity, 6 on the high UV index, 38 good quality air, and the dry conditions will continue, but there's a 50% chance of showers tonight. Watching for the tropics, cloudy skies early, off and on, rain showers overnight, low near 65 degrees, winds northeast, that'll be 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then tomorrow that will increase to 60% with watching the tropics, overcast, rain showers at times. The high is going to reach 70 with winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then a 20% chance of precipitation. And we'll change that tomorrow night with the low of 63. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Once again in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the downtown New Orleans station, 67 degrees. So you guys out in there in New Orleans, Louisiana, please be careful and keep your eyes out. We have river flooding here in the Clinton area. River flooding warning expected to continue. But right now we have a current temperature of 54 degrees. Still remains 54 degrees. But it feels like 54 here in Clinton. Relative humidity is 47% and the dew point 37. Barometric pressure 30.01 inches in mercury, and right now a 10% chance of precipitation is expected for tonight. We have moderate on the UV index, good air quality at 30, and we have a little low ragweed situation going on. A few passing clouds tonight, low 37, winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, expecting a 10% chance of partly cloudy skies, high 63, south-southeast winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. And tomorrow night, 0% chance of precipitation, mostly clear skies, and a low of 46. We'll have south-southeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Once again, at the GJRB Sprinkler Studios and Mayor Farms Eagle Point Station, current temperature 54 degrees. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 45 past the hour, and all music shows, 25, 55 talk shows, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. Weather on the 5s here on GJRB Online as we're winding down our Positive Rock show today and this morning's Gary J. in the Morning show from the Church of Christ Studios. Studio B on the other side of town here in Clinton. All right, we're going to be closing out. Got some great Christian rock, great music for you. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across the USA today here on GJRB Online. And always glad to bring you the best in Christian rock music here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. And, why don't we do this? I'm going to bring you some Christian rock here, get some more really good music here. And we'll have a little bit more on the worship music. So keep it here on GJRB Online. Here at Spreaker across America. Hope you're enjoying it. So why don't we get started with some more worship music. Seventh Day Slumber, one of their best worship songs, Inside and Out, starting a set to wrap up our show today. And then we'll have our radio schedule, and we'll do our Spreaker podcast shout-outs and promotions coming up right after Seventh Day Slumber on GJRB.
1,000 times I failed, still your mercy remains. Should I stumble again, still I'm caught in your grace. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades. Never ending, your glory goes beyond all fame. Purpose remains, the art of losing myself in bringing you praise. Everlasting, your light will shine when all else fades. Never ending, your glory goes beyond all fame. My heart and my soul, I give you control. Justice and praise
GJRB Online on Spreaker and 7 Day Slumber from the Inside Out. Here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker across America, Gary J. Russell with you on the Positive Rock Show here on Spreaker. As we're closing down our show for today and getting pretty close to the end here. And we'll be doing our Spreaker shout-outs and promotions brought to you by Spreaker. But before we do that, I want to remind you of what's coming up this week here on GJRB Online and the rest of the week and what's happening next week. But like I said before earlier, no radio show tomorrow. We will not be on the air tomorrow. I got to get some production done. And I got some days to get that done. I'm going to work on some stuff tonight. But tomorrow we'll be working on that. And then on Saturday, we'll be on the air at 3 o'clock Central for the Gary Russin program, Saturday Extra. We're talking, playing music, talking about the news. You're welcome to join in. That'll be the Gary Russin program, Saturday Extra. I don't know about Ben, but I know we're going to try and round up some guests for that program. Probably include some. So we get old Ed, see if he wants to be on. Maybe Mike. You never know. A few surprises are in store for Saturday afternoon. Freestyle show. Never know what could happen on that program. You never know what's going to roll on there. We're just going to roll with the flow on that one. That's Saturday afternoon, right after the Iowa Hawkeye football game, right here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker for GJRB Online Network for the Gary Rustin program, Saturday Extra. Another Positive Rock Show on Sunday, but before that we'll have, church services so far. We have a church services that's still up there. We're looking at new services, which I'm hoping will come up here real soon, from our Church of Christ that needs to be uploaded and published. And let's see. Yep, October 13th. October 13th services are there. The October 13th services of the Church of Christ. I'll be working on that and getting that scheduled for upload for Sunday morning, October 20th at 10 a.m. It'll be published at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time Sunday morning. We'll have that on the air right here on Spreaker. That will be automatically published. And then later on in the afternoon at around 1 o'clock, automatically published will be the Bible study, the final episode in that series on the book of Revelation. And we'll have that one on right after that, about 1 o'clock or so. As a matter of fact, we'll try to move that up a little bit. I might move that up to right after the church services are over right there. So as soon as that's done, around 1 o'clock or so, we will upload the Bible study. Later on that Sunday, we'll do another Positive Rock Show. So tune in for that. TBA, of course. Don't know what time we'll be on the air. Approximately 8 evening time. Maybe perhaps we'll get a show in there. And then I'm going to take Monday off because Monday I've got to go to the doctor's. I got an appointment with my heart doctor, so I'm going to be off the air that day. No radio on Monday. But we'll be back on Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time for Old Time Radio as I bring you Radioland. Brian, now that's a good show too. I have some great detective series going on there. Some really good shows. Radioland 102 on the air live on Tuesday. Old Time Radio Classics will start with the adventures of Philip Marlowe from August 6, 1949, episode called August Lion. And then we'll have a Sherlock Holmes episode, Adventures of the Missing Bloodstains. Good episode. Then we'll go to Westerns with Gunsmoke, an episode from 1955, I believe. An episode called The Mistake. Tales of the Texas Rangers from 1950, July 8th, actually. Just a number. And then we'll play some old soap operas, including The Guiding Light and Brighter Day. Then we'll wrap up the show with some quiz programming, including an episode of You Bet Your Life. A secret word will be milk. And then, of course, we will have Can You Top This? From 1942. So check that out. That'll be on our classic old-time radio, Radioland, starting at 1 o'clock Central right here on GJRB Online. So tune in for that. And then TBA from that point on. No broadcast probably Wednesday. No show on Wednesday, but next Thursday, the following week, things are good. We'll probably be back up at the Church of Christ Studios for another program. And if we don't finish over there, you can more than likely figure we're going to be back over here in the afternoon playing some more Christian rock. So tune in for another Positive Rock show, possibly next Thursday. And then next Friday, which will be the 25th, we're going to be doing the last 7 days, which will probably be the one they'll probably, if we have the last 7 days next Thursday, I'll be recording that and it'll get ready to be uploaded for broadcast next Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock Central Time. And that will be followed, of course, at 3 o'clock by Way Out There. The strange, the bizarre, the unusual. And I got some good stuff on that one. I've got a series on the Life After Life. We'll have that one coming up. So stay tuned for those programs next week right here on GJRB Online. I'll be right back with a look at our Spreaker shout-outs coming up right here on the GJRB Online Network. Stand by.
The Positive Rock Show with Gary Douglas on GJRB Online.
The way of the Master Minute. Here's Cameron and Ray Comfort.
When David stood before Goliath, he said, "You come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." When we take the gospel to this world, like Goliath, they are ready for battle. They are contentious and refuse to obey the truth, but we come to them in the name of the Lord of hosts. We come to them in the name of him who causes demons to tremble.
It is through the name of Jesus that we access all the power of heaven. The Bible says that if God is for us, nothing can be against us, and that the weapons we have in Christ are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. So never let fear hold you back. Instead, let faith push you forward.
And there goes another minute, gone forever. Go share your faith while you still have time.
Brought to you by wayofthemasterradio.com.
Jackson's injured. Myers, grab your helmet and take Jackson's place.
What? You want me to play?
Well, you're on this team, aren't you?
Yeah, but he's a defensive tackler.
Right. That's a position we need filled.
Ever notice in the average church, only a handful of people keep things going?
Coach, if I play, I'll scuff my helmet and have to wash my jersey.
Well, why do you think you were given those things? To warm the bench?
But I might get hurt. Look what they did to Jackson.
God has given each believer talents and abilities to be used to build his church and glorify him.
Coach, it's been a long time since I played. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Myers, you've been in training long enough. You'll do fine.
Ooh, what about Roberts? Oh, he's a much better player than I am. Why don't you send him in?
Roberts is on offense, and he needs a rest. Now get in there.
God has something for you to do. If you're not doing it, who's covering for you?
I know. Why don't I really cheer the team from the bench?
Another message from Lifeline Productions, the comic strip of radio, at lifelinepro.com.
It's so unusual, it's frightening. You see right through the mess inside me, and you call me out to pull me in. You tell me I can start again, and I don't need to keep on hiding. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other, it's hard truth and ridiculous ridiculous grace to be known, fully known, and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so like you to keep pursuing. It's so like me to go astray. Ooh, but you guard my heart with your truth, the kind of love that's bulletproof. And I surrender to your kindness. Oh, I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. How real, how wide, how rich, how high is your heart? I cannot find the reasons why you give me so much. How real, how wide, how rich, how high is your heart? Now I cannot find the reasons why you give me so much. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no, you won't let go, no matter what I do. It's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so unusual, it's frightening. I'm fully known and loved by you.
Stop me from trying. is now in session. And presiding is the Honorable Judge. Judge not, grudge not, budge not.
This is the GJRB Online Network.
Christ the King upon the cross, crying tears of love for us. Your mercy is amazing. As you hang upon your throne, naked, bleeding, and alone, only you are worthy. Majesty, majesty. Glory be to you alone. thorns upon your head, precious Lord, oh how you bled, and in your blood you cleanse me. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Your kingdom's not upon this earth, royal blood and royal birth. Your subjects so unworthy. Majesty, majesty, glory be to you alone. Majesty, royalty, Christ the King upon the throne. Majesty, glory be. I'm on my knees for you alone. Majesty, majesty, Christ the King upon the throne.
Oh yeah, great tune. Like that one a lot. Majesty. Adrian Steyer on GJRB Online. Before that, Doomsayers, Judge Not. California for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and Turin Wells with Known. And we are starting to set off with earlier with for the Inside Out 7th Day Slumber. GJRB Online here as we're wrapping up the Positive Rock Show for today. And before we do that, I kind of let you know, we're just nothing coming on after me today. But coming up in about 2 hours, we should be hearing from another great guy coming out of the south of us here in down in Texas at LaPorte, Texas, and that's Black Dragons Radio, which starts off our Spreaker shout-outs and promotions right now, brought to you by Spreaker. Yeah. Talk about some of the great podcasters here on Spreaker. We got a lot of good ones too, let me tell you. Yeah, we got a lot of them. And some of them are, not the greatest podcasts in the world. We have some good ones, some bad ones. But I picked some of the real good ones, the ones that you should listen to because they're a fabulous podcast all over America. And I mentioned some of them. I mentioned a lot of them a lot of times on the show. And coming up right at about a couple hours from now, about 7 o'clock tonight, you want to tune in to Black Dragons Radio. BJ McNamara from LaPorte, Texas. Plays some great 80s music. Plays a lot of good stuff. I know you enjoy it. Check him out. He's on live tonight, 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time. And, of course, you can always check out all the other great podcasts to follow, including Mike Myers. Tell you why you want to tune in to Mike Myers and the Radio Hope Network. 7 mornings a week, 8 o'clock Central Time, 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere the United States. Yeah. Actually, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time, 6 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock a.m. in Alaska, and 9 o'clock Eastern Time. You want to check out Mike Myers and the Radio Hope Network, bringing you the best in internet radio talk, Mike Myers Show. And whenever you want to get a chance, we want to check out another guy. He comes from Illinois. Has a great show too, just like Mike Myers. Does a really good job at it. And I forgot to ask Blake if he's going to be doing anything on the air soon. I got to ask him again today. Darn, I have to do that. Anyway, you want to check out some shows, including another great podcaster friend of mine that absolutely is fabulous. You have to check him out. He's on right here on Spreaker. Puts on a really good show too. You have to check him out. Puts on really good stuff, good commentary, good news commentary, and talks a lot about what's going on in the nation and gives you his insight on it. The Caramel Conservative, Ed Delgado, he's from Wisconsin. And then his buddy from Illinois does a good show. And that is Bob Huber, the Huber Experience. And that's out of Chicago. Bob Huber. These are great podcasters. But you got Bob Huber's on, like Tuesday, sometimes Thursday morning. He's on bright and early, 6 a.m. Central Daylight Time. You check that out. So they put on some good stuff. Mike Myers and Radio Hope at 8 o'clock. Then on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Central, it's the Caramel Conservative, Ed Delgado. He puts on his commentary. Then Light Will Shine. Yeah, OBFSU, our big fat salt underbelly. He's from Houston, Texas. Let you know what he thinks about what's going on in the nation and the world. This guy will tell it like it is, man. I'm telling you what. Check out his show. That is the program you want to check out. He has a new commentary, so check that out. And where do you check all these great podcasters out? Well, on tonight at 11 o'clock Central Daylight PM, 9:05 Pacific, you wanted to listen to British Columbia, Canada's Dave Scott and Spaced Out Radio. Those are the stuff you'll hear on our GJRB online. So check them out by getting into the GJRB Spreaker public site and putting in our show title and all that. Go to www.spreaker.com and go into my Spreaker public site. You'll find those programs all listed there. And join up on Spreaker. You can be part of it too. So, fabulous stuff. It's going to wrap it up for our show. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Going to leave you with Francesca Battistelli. Have yourself a great night, everyone.
I'm so done, so over being afraid. I've gone through the motions, I've been back and forth. I know that you're thinking you've heard this before. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it, yeah. Fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story, and I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Take a minute, let it settle in. You probably never saw it coming. Something's gotta give, so I give up you. Oh, there's no room for you here, yeah, I've had enough. The no vacancy sign on my heart is lit up. In case you didn't hear it, here it is again. Oh, fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story, and I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? out there just like me? Anybody needing fear to leave? If you don't know how to say it, sing along with me. Sing fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not, like you know me. Well, guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, brave, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Whoa. Goodbye, goodbye, fear. Whoa. You will never be welcome here.
This is the GJRB Online Network.